Dyslexic individuals are more likely than our non dyslexic peers to experience things like depression, anxiety, or low self esteem. And you would think because of that, that maybe there's some neurological connection between being dyslexic and having a predisposition to experiencing a mood disorder. But thus far, that's not what the research has found. In fact, what it's found is that there doesn't seem to be a neurological link between the two. Instead, usually the experience of those mood disorders, the depression, the anxiety, the low self esteem, is actually the result of how dyslexic individuals are so commonly treated. The way that we're criticized, the way that we're bullied, the way that we're treated in a school environment that isn't really designed for the ways that our brains function. The way that we experience being held back or being told, well, you're not going to amount to anything. You should just try, just focus on what you're good at. All of these little things add up. And they add up in a way that makes it really, really hard to hold yourself in high regard. That makes it hard to feel as though you have that value. And that's why it's so important for people to get educated about dyslexia, not just those of us who are dyslexic ourselves. Like, that is really important. That's one of the things that I'm incredibly passionate about, that I'm always trying to do. Because the more you personally understand about your dyslexia, the easier it is to actually be able to accept yourself and be like, yes, these parts of me that I struggle with are a struggle because of dyslexia, but that's only a part. But also, this is why it's so important for other people, for teachers, for family members, for everyone to understand at least a little bit more about dyslexia. Because when you understand it better, then maybe, just maybe, that will influence the way that you treat dyslexic individuals. And that will change things so that instead of it being so common for there to be that criticism, that bullying, all of these negative things that happen, maybe we can shift the narrative towards being a little bit more accepting or inclusive, which would make a huge difference.